Laura Black was thrilled. A bright young engineer, she had landed her dream job at ESL Incorporated in Sunnyvale, California. Life was good. Little did she know, a shadow was lurking on the horizon, a shadow that would soon engulf her life in fear and violence. His name was Richard Farley. Farley, a co-worker, seemed friendly at first. He was helpful, even charming. Laura initially saw him as nothing more than a colleague. But beneath the facade of normalcy, a dangerous obsession was brewing. Farley began to fixate on Laura, his thoughts turning dark and possessive. As months passed, Farley's behavior became increasingly erratic. He showered Laura with unwanted gifts and letters. He boasted about his gun collection. Laura, alarmed by his intensifying attention, tried to distance herself. She rejected his advances, politely at first, then more firmly as his behavior grew more unsettling. Farley, however, refused to be ignored. He began stalking Laura, watching her every move. He lurked outside her apartment. He rifled through her mail. Laura's dream job had become a prison of fear, her life constricted by Farley's relentless pursuit. Laura, terrified, went to her supervisors at ESL. She showed them the letters, described the stalking, pleaded for help. While ESL did take some measures, including warnings to Farley, they proved tragically insufficient. The stalking continued, escalating in frequency and intensity. Desperate, Laura sought help from the police. She filed for a restraining order. The legal system, however, moved too slowly. The restraining order, granted too late, would prove tragically ineffective in the face of Farley's unyielding rage. Section 4. Escalation, from harmless to deadly. Farley's behavior became increasingly menacing. He broke into Laura's apartment, vandalizing her belongings. He sent threatening messages, vowing revenge against those he perceived as standing in his way. Laura lived in a constant state of fear, her life reduced to a series of precautions and desperate attempts to stay one step ahead of her stalker. Despite the escalating danger, Laura tried to maintain a semblance of normalcy. She changed jobs, moved apartments, and sought therapy. But Farley's shadow followed her everywhere, a constant reminder that she was not safe, that his obsession had become an all-consuming force. Section 5. The day the nightmare became reality. On February 16, 1988, Farley, armed with an arsenal of weapons, drove to ESL's offices. He had been fired from ESL months earlier, fueled by resentment and a desire for revenge. He entered the building, a man on a mission of death. He moved through the office, methodically hunting down his victims, including Laura. The shooting rampage left 7 people dead and 4 wounded, including Laura, who was shot but miraculously survived. Farley's reign of terror finally ended when he surrendered to police after a tense standoff. The nightmare was over, but the scars, both physical and emotional, would remain forever. Section 6. Remember Laura, a call for vigilance. Laura's story is a chilling reminder of the devastating consequences of stalking and the urgent need for stronger protections for victims. It highlights the importance of recognizing the warning signs of stalking and taking immediate action. Ignoring the problem, downplaying the threat, or hoping it will simply go away can have tragic results. We must remember Laura and all victims of stalking. We must listen to their stories, believe their fears, and support their fight for safety and justice. We must demand better laws, better enforcement, and a society that refuses to tolerate stalking in any form. Only then can we hope to prevent such tragedies from happening again.